Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we just got some news on the live-action My Hero Academia movie. It's crazy to me because I checked my video, because I remember doing a video about this live-action movie, I want to say a year ago. And I checked, and it is, my video that I made was a year ago. So we almost spent a full year not hearing anything really about what's happening with the live-action My Hero movie. But we found out today that Netflix boards My Hero Academia live-action movie from Legendary. So, from what this seems to be is that Netflix is going to be making the live-action My Hero Academia movie, like having an involvement with it. And as we know, and as everybody else knows, you know, Netflix doesn't really do the best live-action interpretations of anime shows, like, you know, or like, you know, movies or whatever. I've seen two live action adaptations of animes. I saw the Death Note. I saw that movie that I think it was a movie that was on Netflix. I saw that. I didn't really know what to think because I've never seen the anime, the Death Note. I've never watched it. And I also saw the live action TV show Cowboy Bebop. I had no problem with that. I wasn't very familiar even with the anime, you know, version of Cowboy Bebop. I didn't really watch the anime. I only started watching it after the fact of watching Cowboy Bebop and saw a lot of like how they did, at least I felt they did a good interpretation of bringing an anime to live action to a TV show. I thought it was really good in my personal opinion. I think so, you know, Netflix doesn't have the best track record besides my personal opinion with Cowboy Bebop. I thought they did a pretty damn good job with that. So I don't know, I want to be like, I'm like kind of up in the air on the fact of I kind of have faith that they're not going to mess this up because this is such a big, you know, anime. This is really a big anime, literally. And I'm going to read from the Hollywood Reporter on what they said about, you know, Netflix, you know, being on board and pretty much taking over, you know, making the live action, you know, My Hero Academia. So, you know, we have it right here of Joby Harold. He's going to be the one writing the screenplay for Shinjuku Sato, which Shinjuku Sato, this is his first English debut, you know, movie that he's going to be making. And I'm really interested to see what Shinjuku Sato does doing the My Hero movie, especially for his first English debut movie. On top of that, I'm really curious to know because Joby Harold was involved with the Obi-Wan series. Like, he did some writing for the Obi-Wan series. So, you know, I think if they play their cards right, you know, Obi-Wan was really good, but it felt very rushed on the fact that there was only like 6 episodes, I think, of Obi-Wan. So it felt very like they were rushing to do things. But since this is going to be a movie, I'm not quite sure how long the movie will be. And I'm not very familiar on what Shinjuku Sato has done before. So I'm very interested to see, you know, on his film credits, on what he's done, that, you know, and how he'll do in this. So in a way, I kind of have faith in the fact of, you know, the Obi-Wan writer, person did a pretty damn good job with Obi-Wan, and Shinjuku Sato, I feel like, you know, will do a good job as well, even though I'm not familiar with his film creds. I'm really not. But, you know, it's pretty much saying, you know, the fact of, you know, Netflix is involved, and a lot of people on Twitter aren't happy about that, and I'm actually going to go on Twitter real quick and show you guys, what people are saying about, you know, everything going down. I gotta go to discussing film real quick, because a lot of people are already making jokes saying, you know, Netflix is gonna whitewash the cast of My Hero. I don't think they're gonna do that, especially because Shinjuku Sato is the director of the show. I feel like he's going to be faithful to the manga and the material. So I'm not really stressing on the fact that I think they're going to do a really good job on the cast. I feel like they will not, Netflix won't make a mistake, you know, in their involvement to whitewash anything. I mean, they didn't do that in, you know, the Cowboy Bebop thing. I thought they did a pretty damn good job with, you know, bringing an anime to live action. I thought they did a pretty good job. Again, people didn't like it, but from an outside perspective of someone that really didn't watch that anime until after the fact and what started with the show, and then saw what they were trying to do and saw how they successfully did it. In my personal opinion, I think they did a really good job. And right here, like I said, a live-action My Hero Academia movie is in the works at Netflix. And again, people aren't happy about this. Literally, look, it's been shared around. It's been, like, you know, it's been retweeted. It has these many likes, so that makes me think that maybe a lot of people have faith that this could go very well. especially because, again, the writer that was involved with Obi-Wan, and again, Shinjuku Sado, I think he did some pretty good things previously on his filming creds. I just know this is his first English debut. If we look at the comments, which I'm going to click on the comments, or I guess I'm trying to click. Where is it? I don't know how to do this. I had it before a minute ago. I'm trying to. Okay, I don't know how to get to it because I had it a minute ago. Okay. I think here we are. People think that The Rock is going to be doing this. People think that, oh, since Netflix is going to do this, they're going to like cast someone like The Rock to do this. And I remember there was like people were saying that, oh, if there was ever going to be a live action My Hero Academia, they would choose The Rock because he has that All Might personality. I would never go for this. Again, I know Netflix isn't going to do... They're not going to whitewash this cast. Netflix is not going to fuck up on this because, you know, this is such a big, you know, manga. This is such a big IP as My Hero Academia. They're not going to F this up. Especially, you know what I mean? It's... for the love of God, please stop making live action anime films. They rarely work like that. You know, we have, I'm trying to be an extra in this. Okay, we have that. And there's people like this. Yeah, live action anime adaptation becoming a worse phase than Disney live action remake. I swear to God. Okay, there's that. Disney did it 17 years ago, of course, with Sky High. Tom Holland as Deku. People are trolling right now. Again, there's this all whitewashed cast. People are making like fan edits of this. People said this. By live action film, do we mean American live action or Japan live action? I think they are gonna go the Japan live action, but Netflix is working on with doing that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know really. I feel like, again, they're gonna go use the source material from the manga and also the show and stuff like that. Even though, as far as I know, my brother actually reads the manga and he tells me that the My Hero show somewhat follows the manga, but not word for word and stuff like that, or you know what I mean, of what the manga is. But I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna whitewash the cast. I feel like they're really gonna do a great job on the writing. I feel like, again, Shinjuku Sado is not gonna mess this up as his first English debut. You know what I mean? I think on the fact that that's the only thing that's gonna be different is that it's gonna be English. It's not gonna be, you know, how it is, of course, in the show, and how things need to be dubbed and stuff like. I don't think it's going to be dubbed. I think it's going to be English. I think that's the only thing that's different about it. You know, we're not going to have any dubbing or anything like that. It's just going to be, you know, just English. You know what I mean? So I think that's the only thing that's really like. Again, you know, I think it will be a Japanese live action by the cast. But other than that, I feel like it will just be English. I feel like that's probably what route they're going to go, I would assume. So I don't know. I'm just very hopeful. Everybody's really being negative about this. Again, I know that live action animes, whether it be shows or movies, do not do very well. But I have faith that this will be good. I have faith. You know what I mean? I have faith that the live action, you know, Avatar, you know, show will be good. Avatar: The Last Airbender show, you know, the cast looks great. They didn't whitewash it. And I mean, you know what I mean? It looks like they're going with the source material. A lot of the people that are involved with that show are saying that it's going to be really good, that the fans are going to be very happy. Again, I feel like, you know, that will really show us if that they can do this. And I know some people don't consider Avatar really anime, but I feel like I kind of consider it that a little bit. Just the way it's kind of drawn and the way it's kind of, you know, done. But honestly, I feel like that will really show us and give us faith, like give us more of like, okay, Netflix can do this. I have faith on what they're going to be doing with the live action My Hero Academia movie. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, we'll see what they do with the live action, you know, Avatar: The Last Airbender show. And then that will kind of depict us on, okay, well, can they actually do this? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, that's what's really going to show us is that we need to start seeing more successes when you bring, you know, whether it be an anime or just a cartoon to live action, whether it be a show or a movie, if they can do it. And my personal opinion, I feel like they did it well with Cowboy Bebop. Like I said, I actually wanted to see a season 2 of Cowboy Bebop live action on Netflix. We never got that because people complained. when I thought that was the best interpretation of any live action anime we've ever even gotten, but people didn't like it. Which is very unfortunate because I thought it was really damn good, and I feel like that's the closest we're gonna get to a good live action adaptation of anything. I feel like that was their first success, in my personal opinion. I know people don't like it. Again, I'm sorry, you guys, for anybody out there, any Cowboy Bebop fans that did not like the live action interpretation, but I did personally. I enjoyed it, and I mean, I think we need to go in open-minded. You know what I mean? I feel like we do, but I understand that if people can't, because again, what they did with all of the other live action stuff that people just didn't like, but I have faith just because of what I saw from Cowboy Bebop that they can do this. We don't have a date yet. We know that Legendary Pictures is going to be involved. There's like a full-on article down here. Netflix has NAB, the live action film adaptation of the manga sensation My Hero Academia. Legendary Entertainment, best known for its MonsterVerse tentpoles. Jobby Harold is penning the screenplay for the live-action feature, which will be director and executive producer Shinjuku Sato's English language debut, and will see the popular manga property jump in the live-action movie realm. Harold's credits include Obi-Wan Kenobi and Army of the Dead. So Army of the Dead I've seen. I wasn't the biggest fan of Army of the Dead. I liked some parts of Army of the Dead, the Zack Snyder movie. Army of the Dead. I think, yeah, I'm thinking of the right thing. I gotta see if I'm thinking of the right thing. Because when I think of Army of the Dead, I'm thinking of that Zack Snyder thing, and I just want to make sure I'm correct on that. I could be wrong. Army of the Dead. I could be wrong on this. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. No, Army of the Dead. Yeah, Army of the Dead was that Zack Snyder movie. Okay. I liked some parts of that. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, though. But the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing gives me a lot of hope that this could be really good. And also, again, with Shinjuku Sato, having the things he's done before, and this be his first English debut, I think there's a good chance that he's not going to want to mess this up because, again, it's his career on the line of making this good, live action adaptation of My Hero Academia. He is the director, and also they have a good screenwriter. So this could go very well. I think we just need to be open-minded and kind of support Netflix and be like, okay, we're trusting you, deliver on this because you guys cannot mess this up. I know, they messed up, the Dragon Ball, when they did a live action Dragon Ball Z movie, they messed that up bad, or Dragon Ball movie. So I feel like, again, there's just not a lot of great track records when it comes to live action adaptations, except in my personal opinion, again, with Cowboy Bebop. I feel like that was the best thing I've ever seen of a live action adaptation, because once I saw that and I went to go back and watch the anime, I was like, wow, they actually did a good shot for shot of what the anime looks like to live action. They really kind of did a really great job, you know what I mean? So again, I'm a little open-minded. Again, I think that most people, it's just very hard, you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like in a way it's very hard to satisfy the anime crowd when the things come to live action. It's very hard to satisfy people. I feel like that showed again with Cowboy Bebop, because that's the reason I'm saying it so much, going back to Cowboy Bebop, is because I think that's the best looking and best adaptation of from anime to live action. I feel like that was the best interpretation. I feel like a lot of people would probably do that comparison. At least people that, that actually enjoyed Cowboy Bebop and actually enjoyed the anime. But, I don't know. I feel like I have hope for this, that this could be good if this is done right. And they take their time with this. And they actually, take their time with casting. And I'm not worried about the whitewashing because I don't think they're going to do that. I have faith they don't do it. But if they do it, Netflix is screwed. Netflix, you know what I mean? I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to bounce back from that, because there is no really bouncing back from that they would do some cruel shit like that. Representation matters, especially, in the faith of the manga, and how, that is in the manga, representation matters. And if they fuck this up and whitewash the cast, that's good. I'm not going to forgive Netflix, and I don't think any of us should, because it's fucked. They should damn well know going into the project that they should not do that, and they cannot do that. So I hope they don't do that. And again, I don't think Shinjuku Sato will do that, of course, because he's the one being the director and making those choices on who the cast is. And hopefully Shinjuku Sato is a fan of My Hero. You know what I mean? I feel like also if he's a fan, he'll deliver. So I just want to be more hopeful about this instead of just be like, oh, this is terrible. Netflix should not be doing this, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to make videos like that. I want to be hopeful that this is going to be well. That's why I'm reading you guys the Hollywood Reporter article, and that's why I showed you guys the discussing film and how people are reacting to this. Like I said, Dragon Ball Evolution, Z Edition, we all know how this went. But again, that was not... Netflix had nothing to do with this. Netflix had something to do with the Death Note movie and, of course, the live-action interpretation of Cowboy Bebop series. One thing good, other thing not good. Again, I never watched the, Death Note anime. I never watched it. It was something I was never into. The movie looked interesting to me. That's why I watched it, and I thought it was weird. But, yeah, guys, I'm really curious to know... Mason, you're going to have to go downstairs while I'm doing this. Wait, I'll come down in a minute.
Let me show you something.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that.
Look.
Okay. Alright, I'll come down. Alright, I'll be down in a minute. Sorry, guys, Mason's been a real pain today in general. But it's little brothers for you. But honestly, though, I'm really curious to know down in the comments below what you guys think about this news. Are you guys hopeful that Netflix is going to do a good job? Are you guys not hopeful on Netflix doing a good job with this? Again, I'm looking at it not just from Netflix's perspective, but also the director and the screenwriter, and thinking that this could actually work very well, because I think automatically the director is not going to make isn't going to make those decisions of, oh, let's whitewash. The director's not going to do that, especially since Shinjuku Sato is not going to do some shit like that. So, I mean, if it was if it could have been on the fact, I would have been a little bit worried if it was a white person doing this, this project, what I mean, being the director of this project. I think that wouldn't have been okay, because I feel like there would have been a bigger chance of them that person whitewashing the cast. I'm not saying that that's what would have happened if someone, white was doing this, but, there would have been a bigger chance of that possibly happening, and a lot of people being worried about that. But I'm just looking at the fact that I don't think that that's what's gonna happen. I feel like there's a big chance, again, from the director and also from the screenwriter, that this could be very good, and I'm gonna be open-minded to this, because I've always wanted a live-action My Hero Academia show or movie. I've always wanted it. I fell in love with the My Hero Academia show. Around in the beginning of the pandemic. My brother's like, you need to check out this show. It's a really good show. I said no to him probably like once or twice about it, saying, oh, I don't want to watch it. And then when I finally watched it, I fell in love with the show. I'm really passionate about this show, and I'm willing to give Netflix a chance, and thinking that they can actually succeed with this. I want them to succeed. I don't want them to fail. I mean, I think that we should see a lot more of that on Twitter. Is that I want Netflix. I want you guys to succeed. Please do this correct. And you know what I mean, and be faithful to the manga and the material of the show. Please do right by that. You know what I mean? Like, and make us proud. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys. Again, that was the video. Here, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, a part of the fam, a part of the channel, while about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And yet again, guys, we're almost to. We were at 600 subscribers a minute ago, but it dropped down. I would love to get back to 600 subscribers. Hell, I would love to actually, maybe to get to like, 620 before the end of this year. That'd be freaking phenomenal if we can get to 620 subscribers. And guys, I will keep you guys up to date on this news that drops about, My Hero, the live action movie. I'll keep you guys up to date on if any more news happens. But yeah, guys, again, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.